Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Kerbal Space Program Season 5. This episode, we need to take 2 tourists to visit the Camelot space station. And they have to stay there for 4 hours. And I think I'm going to bring a pilot up with them. So I'm going to bring this guy, the command pod. And then on top of that, I'm going to put the P module. Oh. That looks like crap. How about this then? How about we do something like that? Oh yeah. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna do something a little bit different, and we're going to put on some. Let's put on this little bit bigger parachute. It's too big. Let's put on this parachute, and then we'll put on a couple of drogue chutes, just for safety's sake, because you just never know. Alright, and I don't think we need any science per se. However, we will need some RCS, but I think let's go ahead and grab something a little funky. Yeah, I'm wanting something a little different, so let's try. We could do an MK1. That's liquid fuel, okay. We need oxidizer and fuel. How much delta V does this give us if we put on this little guy? He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Let's put on the spark. Oh yeah. 1627. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So let's put on a heat shield on this guy. Beep. And this thing is not going to be staged, so I don't want a decoupler. Disable staging on that. There we go. And we do need a decoupler on this. Just a little one. Just a little guy. There we go. This is going to be so ugly. I love it. Alright, so let's put on that. Auto struts. Auto strut city. No, I don't want that. I want auto struts. Bink. Okay. Now, for some command and control, we probably need a reaction wheel. That's a big one. Just want this little guy. And a small radial gyroscope. Interesting. Oh, that's cool for like stations and stuff. I wish there was a shroud on this thing. Shows it's enabled, but it's not making one. That's unfortunate. Let's see if we can just close that up a little bit then. Just to make it look a little nicer here. There we go. And I'll go ahead and disable the shroud on that then. No shroud. Okay. And we're going to need some RCS. So let's grab... What's the difference between this guy and this guy? Canted slightly for better 4-way efficiency. Okay. Let's turn on the center of mass. It's right up there, okay. Just as you would expect. And we'll put on 4 of those. And then we'll put 4 more little ways down here. About like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Now, this is going to land on the top of this. I'm a little worried about that. So let's put on some little landing gears, just the little guys, the micro landing struts. There we go. Something like... What? That's not what I wanted. There we go. Something like that. Let's extend those. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Because they're going to be angled wrong. Okay. let's do this other micro landing strip. There we go. And pop those just like that, and then these guys gonna have to angle out. Just like that. There we go. Alright. Beautiful. And we want to start retracted. Pink. Don't mind those sticking in there. That's just the way it looks. That's just the way it looks. They extend out of the body of the craft. That's how that works. Alright, so now we're gonna need some batteries and some solar power. So electrical. You can throw a little battery like this on there. And then some solar panels just right here on the side. We'll probably just need 2. This guy's pretty small, so that's not working out very well, is it? Maybe I should put it on this, and then we can bring them home and get the money back. Give me my money back. It's not really working out on them either. Let's see what that looks like. You know, that I kind of like that, honestly. I kind of like it. Kind of like that. All right. Oh, you know what we need though? I might have to take this off. We're gonna have a docking port on this thing in order to dock with the station. So let's put that on there. We're gonna have to put real chutes on this thing. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Some real chutes. Okay. Now we need an antenna on this thing. So I'm going to put one right on the back here. Just like so. And then we'll also put on a good antenna down here. Just because I like to. Nah, we don't need one. We're just going to the station, so I think it'll be fine. We'll just put this Communitron like that. And then we're going to put an action group to extend this. And extend these on the same thing. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, so this should get us to the station. And have no problemo doing so. Alright. So that's just like that. Alright. 645. What happened to the good Delta V we had originally? Well, I added a bunch of crap to it. Well, yeah, well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I think it'll still work. I think that this will still work. I need to fix this. Maybe I should just rotate the whole thing. Like that. And then I'll fix these up here. Alright. To be in alignment. There we go. Just like that. Alright, so now, is the center mass still in the same? Yeah, just about. Okay. These are actually a little low for that center of mass. Just maybe put them right up here. Something like that. There we go. Alright, so then, yeah, this will definitely get us to the station. And then deorbit us as well. But we need to get this thing into orbit. So this is really just for the rendezvous. 645 is for the rendezvous. To get us into orbit, we're going to do a little something different. We're going to put in one of these, and then can this fairing encapsulate the no, it's too small. Alright, so we need a adapter, structural. There we go. And then we need a payload. this guy. Alright. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Pink. Awesome. What is it? What's the name of this thing gonna be? This is the DVS. What have I not used? How about the Guinevere Mark 1? Guinevere is going to be my tourist line of vessel. I'm going to put in the description here. Tourist line of ships, vessels. So anytime I need tourists, I'm going to have to make a Guinevere, I think. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do that. Okay. So we got that. This is all good. 645. Okay, so now I really just need to get this into orbit, and then this thing can rendezvous, I believe. We might have to rendezvous a little bit with this upper stage. We'll see. Let's move this up just a hair. I need to invert this. Control point reversed. Yeah. Yes. Okay. There we go. Always got to make sure we get that going. I'm going to put in a nice wrench and, you know, a guitar as well. Actually, I don't need a wrench anymore. I got an electric drill. Just so they have something to do up there. Okay. And for the tourists, we're going to put a couple of tacos and a couple of beers. You know, you never know. He might like to have a guitar as well. And then same thing for the seat 1. A couple of beers, a couple of tacos, and he's going to listen to the Ghetto Blaster. There we go. Just stuff for the guys to do. Alright, so we need a small tank and a nice Terrier engine. There we go. So this will get us into orbit and rendezvous with our vessels, and then we need to get into orbit. So let's grab a 12, and I think I don't need to stage this. I like to manually do the fairings. There we go. Alright. So now we need to get into the upper stage. And so I'm going to put on a nice big boy. It's going to be a fat rocket. But he's not going to be too tall. Bobcat. That's 3305. We need just a little bit more to get us into that's 39. Okay, we need just a little bit more oomph. I could probably put a couple boosters on here and it'll do it. Should I use the Kodiak or Bobcat? That's 4385. Okay, let's go ahead and use this Bobcat, and then we'll put a couple of small solid rocket fuel boosters on this thing. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm liking the look of this. Okay. Let's put on some nice hydraulic detachment manifold. Huh. 450 ejection from that thing. Oh my god. We're just going to use a couple of small ones here. So I think these will do just fine. And we're going to put on just some, probably thumpers will be alright. There we go. So Bobcat and thumpers, 49.91. Yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. Beautiful. Let's get all these attachment points auto-strutted in. They're the most important part to auto-strut. I mean, it's good to auto-strut everything, but the most important parts are the parts that are attaching to other parts here. So, don't want any wobbliness. Alright, that's already done. Alright, I think this should be fine. 49.85 Delta V is really plenty to get us where we need to go. Pretty good looking little rocket. We got solar panels, we got reaction wheel, we got a battery, we got communications, we got RCS. Oh, we don't have any RCS tanks. Alright, so we need to make sure we got that on there. That's a big one. I need small RCS tanks. Here's a monopropellant. 20, 50. Let's do something like this. Should I do 3 or more? Let's do a nice 3 pack. That looks interesting, doesn't it? Interesting is one word for it. Okay, Guinevere. Alright, so we're gonna dock with this thing. Tourists are gonna be in here. I think we're alright. Let's put the tourists in the pod. Rowwise and Chadney. Snaky is a scientist. He hasn't gone into orbit yet, but we can't really take him as a pilot. Scott, he's got really slow experience. So does Jacob. Jacob hadn't been up in a while. Neither has Scott. Scott, I'm gonna let you take on this role here. You're gonna be flying this bad boy. I'll let you swap with him. Alright. Very good. And I think we are ready to launch this guy. And take her on up. How did I put that on sideways? I don't know. There we go. How about that? That looks better, doesn't it? Oh yeah. Okay. I think we're good. Let's launch it. Ready for launch in 3, 2, 1, launch. There we go. Nice, steady gravity turn. Just gotta get us up into orbit. The Guinevere launch ascent is looking really nice. Really nice. Alright, let's hold her steady at 45 degrees and get some height. Get ready to separate solid rocket boosters. Separation is complete. Go ahead and throttle up. Looking good. Let's hold her steady here at 45 degrees. Alright, we're going to get an apoapsis of about 85K. And I'm going to hold her still. As soon as we get up high enough, we'll drop this fairing. And we'll get us on up to the station. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and come out here and see what we got going on with this station here. Camelot set as our target. It's got an apoapsis of 125, periapsis of 83. Alright, so we may have to look at that, we almost have an intersection there. Alright, that's fine. Oops. So let's go ahead and we may have to bump up our apoapsis just a hair, but that's fine. I'm gonna get ready to do our orbital insertion burn, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop our fairing. Bing! and open up our solar panel and antennas. Bing! There we go. And we're going to finalize our orbital insertion burn here. And should be ready to make our rendezvous with the station. Alright. And burn. Gonna get her height up just a little bit more. And achieve our orbit. Be dropping our lower stage. Now, activating upper stage to finalize our orbit. I'm gonna go ahead and go around just a little bit before we finalize the orbit. There we go. Alright. Let's see what we got here. So our next intersection is pretty far away. So let's set a maneuver node and see if we can get that straightened out here. Unfortunately, our orbit is too similar to theirs. So let's it's a little too similar. So at our apoapsis here, let's see if we can make something happen. Alright, looks like 0.8 is about the best I can do with this burn here. So we're going to go ahead and orbit around one turn. Actually, I missed the maneuver, so I'm going to go ahead and burn now. Let's see what happens if I just burn now. We missed it just by a few seconds. No big deal. I didn't realize we'd already passed that point. Let's see what we got. Ooh, terrible. That's what. Okay, so let's add a maneuver node here and see if we can straighten that out a little bit. Looks like 1.4 is about the best I can get it, so that's unfortunate. Well, that's okay. We can deal with that. It's always easier to if you're doing rendezvous, it's always easier to have an orbit that is not too similar with your target, because then it makes fine-tuning these burns a lot more difficult if your orbits are very similar. So keep that in mind if you're doing rendezvous. I just don't care, so I'm not trying to make it easy. I'm just getting her done. I'm impatient, so I just usually work with what I got. Let's just burn this little burn here, and then we got plenty of delta V, so we can just make adjustments when we get to that point. Alright. What did we end up with? 1.3, that's not bad. Alright. Let's go ahead and warp over here. We're going to burn retrograde relative to target. I may not even need this stage here. Alright. Burn retrograde relative to target, and then we will burn towards the target here. Alright. I'm going to fly towards the target. Come on, Scott, you got this. There we go. Burn towards the target. Just like so. Go up to about 10 meters per second. Alright. Let's take a look in here and see what we got. Oh yeah, 0.2. Heck yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and go retrograde. Get ready for this. What is this guy? Let's speed up time just a little. Alright. And alright. Now I'm going to burn towards him again. I could have just burnt towards him and made some corrections, but I like to do it nice and clean like this. I got plenty of Delta V's, so not worried about it. Alright. Come on up. I'm not going to waste my RCS just yet. Well, we got plenty of fuel, so I'm going to use fuel to stop here. Alright. And there we go. Awesome. Alright, so now, is there a docking port right there? Let's switch over to him and see what we got here. Yeah, there's a docking port. We could dock into one of these, or we could dock down here. Let's just dock right up here. So let's turn this around. Oops, I'm gonna have to turn this around here. There we go. I guess I'm already set on this docking port here. Set as target. There we go. So you aim at that, buddy, Mr. Scott. And you are going to aim at that as your target. Can we just use a reaction wheel there, buddy? There we go. There we go. And now I think we're ready to do our maneuver here. Makes it a little tougher with all that extra weight on here, but of the fuel tanks down here. But I think we'll be all right. Let's go ahead and turn up turn the lights on. All right. Go and quick save it just in case I blow something up. But it looks like it's going to be a nice, clean connection here. All right. Beautiful. Real beautiful. I didn't even need this rendezvous stage, I'm going to call it. Uh-oh. There we go. Whoa! She's a little wobbly over here. Let's see, if I can do some auto struts on these things. Bink. A little bit wobbly. Oh yeah, there's like no auto struts on any of this. I can't, in fact it won't let me auto strut it. Why not? That one will. That one won't. That one won't. That one won't. Weird. Like some of it I can, some of it I can't. So, not sure. Just gotta be careful. Okay. Yeah, look at that. It's like all it's all cattywampus. Ooh. That's not good. Not good at all. Alright, so what's this mission? I gotta stay docked up here for what, 4 hours? Is that what it is? Okay. That's fine. Oh my. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick save, and then we'll time warp. Hopefully this thing don't blow up while we're time warping. There we go. Yeah, look at this. It's a hot mess. Ay, ay, ay. What's going on with that? It's the Kraken. You can never trust the Kraken. Can't trust the Kraken. We're gonna have to deorbit this part of it. Let it get healed up. Whee! Got Scott looking at his control panel there. He's got tight quarters in there. Yeah, he's pretty tight quarters. The tourists have much more room. They got some room to do their thing on there. All right, we have completed the tourists. Now we just have to recover them, bring them back home. All right, so I'm tempted to take this thing apart because that's rough. That's some rough stuff right there. If I take all of this off, let's see. This actually looks all right. You know what? Let's send Scott out to inspect all of this. Scott, where you at? Where you at, buddy? You can't equip a guitar. Oh, that's too bad. Scott can't play the guitar apparently. Okay, let's come up here and see what's going on with these connections here. If we take this guy off, we disconnect him, and right here we could reconnect it over to this part of the station here, and then we could dump this whole stage back into orbit. We're gonna give it a try. This thing needs some serious work. It's about to fall apart. Good job, Scott. Tourists are like, what's happening? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna undock from this, maybe. I'm gonna save it real quick. Make primary docking node. What does that mean? I don't know. Let's undock it from there. Oh, what are you doing? Alright, so now I need to undock this. There we go. That's fine. This thing needs to get the heck out of Dodge. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright. And then this, we need to dock back to this. Bink. Control from here. Bink. Alright. Bring him around. Other way. Other way. There you go. There you go. And just like that. Line up with that. You, don't mind you. You, I want you to set that as your target. So you're gonna hold steady there. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I probably should just use you to do this, since you're a lot smaller. There we go. Let's just aim you right at Mr. Man. There you go. Alright, I think this will be better, I think. This will be better. There we go. Let's make sure this doesn't look all janky. Looks good. Looks good. Alright, so now we're going to undock from this. Boop. Undock. Boop. RCS. Let's get Let's back away. Okay. Now you, my friend, hold her steady. Steady Freddy. Alright, so you need to set this as your target. Ink. And you need to go that way. Wrong way, but that's okay. Just make a complete circle. Alright, we're going to bring that thing in. Let it go bye-bye. Alright. There we go. Very good. Very good. Very nice. This thing's still looking good. Yep, he's in good shape. This is not looking so good. That's right. Set that as your target. You are going to... How much amount of propellant you got? He's got plenty. You, my friend, are you going to be... You're going to be going home. Let's control from here, actually. Alright. You're going back to Kerbal. Okay. Very good. Let's come in quick. This is taking way too long. The tourists are getting a little anxious. Alright, let's see if we can slow her down just a hair. There we go. Oh yeah. Lovely. Lovely as a dove. Bink. Nice. Okay. So, we're gonna take this hunk of junk. We're taking it back to Kerbal. All right, so let's find the Space Center. There's a desert launch site. Could try to land there. Sunrise there. Sunrise at the desert launch site. Well, I think not. We're gonna go for this again. So let's set a maneuver node here. Let's burn just like so. Okay. That looks pretty good. Something like that. Okay. Let's fly around to there. Do a retrograde burn. Come on, Scott. You got this, buddy. Desert airfield. Okay. Don't need to do that burn here. Alright. So we're going to burn until we get dipping into the atmosphere. And then... Alright. What? Okay, we got it backwards. Got it backwards. Control from here, please. There we go. A little bit of a problem there. I was like, excuse me? Something's wrong. Going faster. I should have known that we were pointing in the same direction the rotation of our orbit was. That's fine. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Alright. Just bringing her on in. Not a problem. Let her rip, tater chip. Is like what I like to always say. Okay. This might be a little bit tricky because I'm gonna call it right there. Alright. Now we're going to let go of this. decouple. There we go. Now that's going to burn up separately. We're going to retract all of our goodies. Maybe. There we go. I don't know why it didn't retract with the button, but that's okay. There we go. Alright. Should be fine now. I think we should be fine. We're going to allow this to take all the heat that we can, and then we'll detach at the very last second. It's unfortunate that we had to waste all this fuel. In fact, we might just we might try to save as much of it as we can. Might use it for some landing thrust. All right, here we go. Hopefully that thing burns up pretty good. Let's go turn your SAS on, buddy. Retrograde. There she goes. Bye-bye. Let's see here. Do a little spinneroo to reduce the heat. I was hoping to see that blow up, but might see us blow up first. Oh, there it goes. I switched over just in time. I always make us come up a little short. Oh, that's too bad. It's especially too bad because we're going to end up in the mountains. Ooh, there it goes. Bye-bye. It'll make it to the center. Bye-bye, Camelot. I like to push the Camelot. We'll at least be clear of these mountains, I think, so that'll be alright. I'm going to pop this thing down here next, so that we have to pop our chutes. Oh, we are going to be right on the mountains. Maybe not. Maybe we can pass them. Maybe we can pass the old mountains. Remember what happened last time? We came down in the mountains. Nothing good, that's what. Oh no. It's mountains again. Let's do a larger altitude. Since these mountains are so tall. Alright. I think we're fine. It's fine. There goes the Camelot. Nice. Nice fireworks. At least we're kind of landing on a flattish part. I hope it's kind of flat. It looks kind of flat up here. Looks kind of flat. Well, unfortunately, I didn't bring any science with me. So that's unfortunate. I didn't think I'd need it. We're coming down pretty quick, but I think we should be able to fire the rocket and slow ourselves down a little bit. At least that's the hope. Oh, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. It laid right down real nicely. In fact, I might be able to get out and do a little science. Yeah, I got a surface sample. Heck yeah. Okay, cool. There you go. Extra 9 science. 10,000 funds back. No experience for Scott. Sorry, Scott. Alright, let's go look at the contract. 2 tourists had a great time. 100,000. Excellent. Love it. Now let's look at the contract for the stations here. I'm wondering if there's a... Build a new orbital station around Kerbin. Excuse me. I don't want a new one. New station around the Minimus, a new station around the moon, and a new station on a solar orbit. Well, you definitely will build one around the moon. In fact, I took that mission already. We still have to explore the Mun, which will be part of building that station. We need to go to Minimus and Kerbal, and we need to gather science from the observations on the Mun. And we need to send a rover to the Mun. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure and hit that like button. Really helps me and it helps the channel. And I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.